No. No what? I didn't do that. You didn't kill your mother? No. What about the part that you staged a crime scene? Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. It was just a matter of time. How'd that make you feel? I felt nothing.
Bună prieteni și bine ați venit înapoi pe canalul nostru de True Crime. Astăzi vom pătrunde în lumea întunecată a unui caz care vă va lăsa fără cuvinte. Înainte să începem, vreau să vă pun o întrebare profundă. Știți momentul acela în care veneați de la școală cu o notă mică și erați comparați cu alți copii? Simțeați cumva o furie inexplicabilă față de părinți? Simțeați că nu era corect? Cazul pe care îl vom explora astăzi ne poartă în Florida, acolo unde în 2018 destinul unui adolescent, Gregory Ramos, a luat o întorsătură întunecată și tragică. Povestea începe cu frustrări și conflicte, o serie de evenimente care au culminat într-un act de violență șocant. Acest clip conține detalii și informații despre un eveniment real care poate fi considerat șocant sau deranjat pentru unii privitori. Vă rugăm să aveți în vedere că subiectele abordate pot fi dificile. Continuați vizionarea. Dacă ești nou, nu uita că ai un buton de subscribe. Apasă-l doar dacă îți plac clipurile noastre. Suntem în Berry, în apropiere de Daytona Beach, chiar în inima Floridei, unde de obicei este cald, iar toată lumea este relaxată. Dar viața unei familii aparent normale se desfășura în umbra unui secret întunecat. Gregory Ramos, un adolescent de 15 ani, trăia cu mama sa, Gail Clevinger, și aparent viața lor era una obișnuită. Cu toate acestea, sub aparențele liniștite, se ascundea o poveste înspăimântătoare, pregătită să iasă la iveală. Gail, o femeie de 46 de ani, era o mamă dedicată și o arhitectă respectată. Relația ei cu Gregory era însă tensionată datorită divergențelor legate de performanțele școlare ale adolescentului. Într-o zi fatidică, pe 2 noiembrie 2018, conflictul dintre mamă și fiu a escaladat într-un mod neimaginat. După o ceartă acerbă legată de o notă școlară scăzută, Gregory, sub impulsul furiei și al frustrării, a decis să-și încheie definitiv divergențele cu mama sa. A pășit pe un teritoriu întunecat și cu propriile mâini a pus capăt vieții femeii care îi dăduse viață. În mijlocul nopții, acesta a pătruns în dormitorul mamei sale și a sufocat-o. S-a dus afară să ia o roabă, iar când s-a întors, aceasta încă respira. Atât de sigur era pe ce voia să facă, încât a continuat să o sufoce timp de jumătate de oră. Cu sânge rece și fără urmă de regret, adolescentul a încercat apoi să acopere urmele crimei. A chemat doi prieteni, Dylan Cheglarek și Brian Porras, să-l ajute să îngroape trupul neînsuflețit al mamei sale și să simuleze o spargere în locuința lor. Și cum fac să pară că a fost un jaf care a decurs prost? Sparge prin geam, dărâm mobila, chestii de genul. Totuși, crezi că poliția nu se prinde? Plus că Gregory a spus că jefuitorii au răpit-o pe mama sa. Ce jefuitor ar răpi o persoană pe care o jefuiești? Nu prea are sens. După ce a sunat la 911 și a relatat presupusa spargere, povestea lui Gregory a început să se destrame. Inițial, adolescentul a pretins că a descoperit casa prădată și că mama sa lipsea, dar mașina acesteia era încă în funcțiune în curte.
I copy, thank you.
Where does she work?
She works at an architecture firm up in Orlando.
Is she normally home this time of day?
Oh, she gets home at 6:30.
Does
Okay.
she actually leave for work before you?
She dropped me off, and then she usually just heads back to the Sunrail and hops in the train with her bike. And
Does anybody else live here once again?
my dad and my two step siblings.
Where are they at?
My dad is on a business trip in Seattle. He'll be back this afternoon at 6:30.
Okay.
And then the two stepchildren have their moms.
Okay.
But everything is gone.
Era puțin ciudat că acesta avea zgârieturi pe față și pe mâini. Puștiul a pretins că a fost la un prieten acasă și că acolo s-a zgâriat. Autoritățile au intervenit rapid, iar detectivii au început să investigheze circumstanțele aparent misterioase ale dispariției. Cu toate acestea, ceva nu se potrivea în relatarea lui Ramos, iar interviurile cu cei doi prieteni implicați în spargere au adus la iveală discrepanțe semnificative. După cum ați auzit, a încercat să o îngroape chiar pe terenul bisericii din oraș în acea noapte. Un loc sacru în mintea noastră, dar în mintea lui, ăsta a fost locul perfect. Locul în care nimeni nu s-ar fi gândit să caute. Astfel, în timp ce ceilalți adolescenți se pregăteau să meargă la școală, ca și cum nimic nu s-ar fi întâmplat, Gregory și ascundea întunericul în spatele unui decor aparent normal. A fost imediat dus la secția de poliție pentru a declara ce știe. Și cu ce au început polițiștii, au întrebat de zgârieturi. Investigația a scos la iveală nu doar faptele sinistre ale lui Ramos, ci și modul în care acesta a încercat să manipuleze situația pentru a-și ascunde vina. În interviul dat de poliție, Ramos a arătat o lipsă aproape totală de regret sau remușcare, ceea ce a făcut ca această poveste să fie și mai șocantă pentru comunitatea locală și pentru întreaga țară.
Someone, where's your emergency?
I just got home and my house is completely trashed. It looks like someone broke in the side door.
What happened here? I got in a fight yesterday with one of my friends. I didn't see that yesterday. I had makeup on. Right. It was a conversation with my friends. We got into a disagreement, but I solved the problem. I talked it out with him, and we made up, and he apologized for hitting me, and I accepted his apology. What was his name? We hugged it out. My friend, Joe.
What's Joe's last name?
I don't know.
Say it's your friend. To be honest with me, Craig. What's his last name?
I don't know his last name.
Who does those things?
S-a certat cu un prieten care l-a zgâriat și ieri când au venit polițiștii la el acasă, avea make-up pe față. Nu zic că este imposibil, dar deja ridică semne de întrebare. Vreau să înțelegem un lucru foarte important de la început. Deși este minor, polițiștii îl tratează ca pe un adult. În Florida, polițiștii pot interoga un minor. În cameră era cu el supervizorul lui de la un fel de școală pregătitoare pentru polițiști. Gregory mergea la cursuri, iar când a fost întrebat dacă vrea ca cineva să-l însoțească în interogatoriu, el și-a ales supervizorul de la cursuri. Polițiștii citesc drepturile Miranda. Orice va spune Gregory în acest punct va fi păstrat la dosar și va fi folosit mai târziu în instanță. El crede că a venit aici pentru a da detalii despre cumplitul jaf care s-a întâmplat acasă.
How would you say your relationship is with your mom? It has its ups and downs. I think everyone argues a little bit. Okay. We love each other a lot, and I really hope she's okay. Have you ever been in trouble with the law before or anything? No, sir. No? Okay. How about trouble in school? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I got ISS and OSS for that. What is that, sir? I don't know. ISS is in school suspension. OSS is out of school suspension. Okay. Why? What happened? The weekend beforehand, my friend was feeling ill, so I went to go. I snuck out of my house to go talk to him, and I talked with him. And my friend smoked cigarettes, and he gave me some to take home with me. I put some in my backpack, and I forgot to take them out. So when I was searched randomly at my school, they were found. And how did your mom feel about that? She was not happy. But we worked on a solution, which was me going to do community service for my church. Okay. Who stayed at your house last night? Who was at my house last night? Yeah.
Pe asta o făceam și eu în școală. În ce an s-a născut Mihai Viteazu? În ce an s-a născut Mihai Viteazu? În timp ce îmi pregăteam un răspuns. Poate că mergea cu profa mea de istorie, dar nu cred că merge și cu polițistul. Era normal să-l întrebe de unde are zgârieturile. Poate chiar fusese la el acasă când jaful a avut loc, iar acum este în șoc și nu-și amintește. Dar nu pare deloc șoc. Judecând după poziția mâinilor, acesta pare deranjat și nu pare prea confortabil. Tactica polițiștilor de a plasa suspectul într-o cameră foarte mică și de a-l încolți pare să funcționeze.
Me and my mother. Okay. All right. Now, Detective Jones was talking to you, and I was again listening. You were at a fair or something yesterday? Yesterday, I was working parking detail for the Orange City Police Explorers. I was helping park cars at the Volusia County Fair. Do you know what time you came home last night? 8:47, maybe? Why so specific? That's just a time I remember, probably from looking at my phone. The thing with the traffic detail ended early. It was supposed to go until 9, but I think it ended a bit early. And so I got home around just closer to 9. So, yeah. Mom was home? Yeah. Okay. When you got home, conversation with Mom, ask how your day was, anything? Yeah. How'd that go? Good. Okay. We talked, we ate dinner. What'd you guys have for dinner? I don't remember. You don't remember what you had? No. It must not have been very eventful. No, it was just like a regular night.
Ca orice altă seară, spune el. Sigur. Nu e dubios că știe exact la ce oră a ajuns acasă, 8:47, dar nu știe ce a mâncat? Cum să nu-ți amintești ce ai mâncat ieri? Cred că și-a dat și el seama că asta îi pare puțin ciudat, pentru că pare cumva crispat. Ne putem da seama de acest lucru, pentru că atunci când polițistul face o glumă pentru a-l face pe Gregory să se simtă mai confortabil, acesta schimbă poziția și pare că zâmbește. dar după cum putem vedea în colțul de sus, acesta era în cameră deja de 31 de minute. Până atunci nu schimbase poziția.
I hope she's safe. Did you say you want her back? Where is she? Why is she gone? I don't get it. Don't give up hope.
Did you see, okay. There's one thing I want to ask you about. You said you came home from school and you wore different clothes to school. So you went through the whole house, you did all this surveying and everything. At what point did you think it was pertinent to change your clothes?
All right, let me tell you. So I was sweating my ass off, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was really hot, and I felt sick. I couldn't find my mom. I was freaking out. I was not in a good place. And so I went to my bathroom and I threw up in the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
And I then proceeded to flush the throw up down. And then I took off my school shirt and then I changed it to a different shirt. I didn't know if there was any throw up on it or not, but I was feeling hot and sweaty and I needed to change the color.
Where's the shirt at now?
It's in my hamper.
Where's that?
In my room.
Detective Jones was talking about the marks to your face. And
Right.
I want to talk about that a little bit more.
All right.
When did that happen?
Can I ask what relevance this has to the conversation?
Everything is relevant, Greg. And say, hey, listen, Greg's mother's missing. Greg has marks on his face. Is it possible that Greg got in some kind of altercation with his mother? Right? They're going to ask me that.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I need to explain when you got those marks on your face.
All right.
Good. When?
Yesterday,
Yesterday? What time?
after school,
Where at?
student parking lot.
Okay. Who did it?
My friend Joe.
What's his last name?
It starts with an L.
So,
Horace.
yeah. Okay. What grade's he in?
He's a senior.
Is he in a class with you?
No. But yeah, no. He saw it all go down.
So Brian Porres saw Joe L. punch you in the face.
Yeah.
In the student parking lot yesterday at University High School.
Yes.
There's that. Well, you're telling me it's the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. You're in school all day.
Yep. I have no reason to lie to you.
Should I believe everything that you told me today, Greg?
I mean, it's up to you.
Well, here's the thing, okay? Do you think that I'm not going to go or have some of my detectives go and run down your story and verify all these places you were at?
Yeah.
So if the school tells me that Greg checked himself out of school today at 1:10 p.m., that's wrong.
Yeah. Because I was there all day.
Okay. So if Mr. Dye tells me you weren't in school today in his class, he's wrong.
No.
No, he's not wrong.
But I didn't leave the school.
So you lied to me.
Oh, I didn't leave the school. You asked if I left the school. I said no.
You lied to me. Period. I don't give a damn what it's about. You lied to me.
Yeah.
So if I were to hypothetically just say, or just to say, not even hypothetically, if I were to say that you went home last night, got in an argument with your mom for whatever reason, I guess it was the biology thing, right? Because I know she told your dad.
Yeah.
That you guys got in an argument about it. If I were to say that you went to school and then you came home, somehow you got home, I'm not sure how you got home, but you checked yourself out. Now again, give me some credit here. You checked yourself out, or you left school, checking out. You just left. Somehow you got home. You get home, something happens to your mom, or you and your mom got into hands-on, you did something to your mom. Wouldn't that be far-fetched?
What do you mean?
You killed your mom.
Why would you think I would do that?
You got marks on your face. You told me Joe L. is the one that fucking punched you in the face, but before you didn't say shit about it.
You didn't ask.
I did ask. I said, who was there? I don't know. Oh, maybe my friend was there. Your credibility with me, Greg, sometimes is up and down.
I had gotten into an argument with my mom maybe a year ago, and she sat me across the room, and she said, I'm scared of you. And I said, why? She's like, what if you lay your hands on me? And I said, I would never do that, because I would never do that. That's not something I would do. That's not something I would never do. I would never lay my hands on my mother. She's done too much for me, too much for her family.
I wonder what happened to your mom.
I want to know what happened to my mom as well. And I don't think she's dead. Whatever. And I
I didn't just sneak out. I stole my mom's car like I did Thursday night at this fireplace and smoking cigarettes and just kind of chilling. And then we basically went back home and they dropped me off. Who were you with last night? What's their names? Brian Torres and Tulsa Claire. How do you get out of the house window? Or your bedroom? Yeah. This isn't any answers for me. I mean, this is you going out, being a teenager, stealing your mom's car, and doing some shit. I thought you were going to tell me that you know what happened to your mother. Like somebody killed your mom or took. I don't know what happened. I already told you. Okay. I'm giving you my alibi, so you know I didn't off my mom. I want you to look at me real quick, because I'm about to tell you. I want you to understand the magnitude of it. Okay. So earlier in our conversation, I've been very transparent with you. I've told you some of our tactics and things that we're going to do. I told you that we're going to verify your story, right? Yes. Okay. So one aspect of your story, obviously, is to run down Brian and Dylan, okay, who you said you were with last night and who you're with today, okay? Correct. So think carefully about this. Okay. What do you think Dylan or Brian is going to say? Like about me? Yes. Well, they're probably going to act like they don't know me. Or they'll verify everything I've said. Why would they act like they don't know you? They don't want to get involved. Involved in what? Like, involved with my problems, I guess. I don't know. Point of the matter is, yeah, if you go run them down whenever you do that, or you want to do it. Like right now, we're doing it. Oh, you are? Yeah. Yeah, they'll verify my story. They're going to do what? They'll verify what I'm saying. Which is that you have nothing to do with the murder of your mother. My mom was murdered? What do you think? I don't know. I didn't think she was murdered.
Clasica tehnică, atunci când sunt mai mulți făptași. Îi pui pe fiecare să povestească. Poveștile trebuie să coincidă 100%. Vom vedea că de la o poveste cu multe detalii, care bineînțeles că fusese gândită înainte, acesta va trece la pauze în vorbire, semn că gândește ce să zică și cum să continue povestea pentru a avea sens și pentru a coincide ce le spusese polițiștilor cu o zi înainte. Polițistul a luat mai tare, iar Gregory și-a dat seama că polițistul nu-l crede. Gregory pare frustrat pentru că pare să înțeleagă că poveștile prietenilor săi nu coincid cu ale lui. Chiar dacă este adevărat sau nu, pare că funcționează. Haideți să vedem dacă a funcționat. Acesta este interviul lui Dylan.
Steve Wheeler, I'm a detective with the Sheriff's Office. Detective Mike Cox. How are you?
Pretty alright. How you doing?
Mind if we have a moment of your time?
Yeah. You already have an idea what you're doing? Anybody contact you about anything? No. Okay. Have you talked to Greg today? I saw him at school.
How good of friends are you guys?
I mean, I talked to him, but we're not like super close.
Okay.
Who was he super close with?
I don't really know. I don't talk to him that much to really find out.
The only time you saw Greg today was in the morning and in the afternoon at lunch, and you haven't seen him since?
I didn't really see him, no.
What do you mean you didn't really see him?
Like, I didn't face-to-face kind of thing. Saw him walking, but
When?
after lunch and then before I left.
Okay, but not out of school.
No,
And Greg never left early and got a ride with you guys at all?
no. I was with Brian.
Well, here's what I want you. I'm going to do this. I want you to look at me right in my eyes. Okay? I'm going to look like this. And I'm going to ask you, did you kill your mother, take things from your house, distribute them amongst your friends, come in here today and lie to my face and say that you didn't do that? No. No what? I didn't do that. You didn't kill your mother? No. Okay. All right. So, sit back down. I don't believe you. Why? Well, the good news about it is that all those things that were missing from your house, we found them. Where? You tell me. I give you a clue. It's one of your buddies. Are you saying my friends robbed my house? Is that what you took out of this? Is that I'm saying that your friends robbed your house? The same friends who, by the way, were at school all day and who dropped you off. Here, I'll refer to your little map here, bud. Remember this. They dropped you right here on High Banks, whenever the hell this road is. And I asked you earlier, is it possible that your two friends could have went to your mom's house and killed your mom and taken those things? Yeah, I you said that's impossible because they would have been driven past you, and then you would have saw them. The time is up, Greg. The time is up. We found the stuff. Okay. Okay. Your buddies turned us onto it. Now you need to tell me what happened because they've already told me what happened. Told my pals what happened. So you need to come to Jesus. You're a religious man. You prayed with your mom. You need to tell me what happened. So what did they tell you? I'm not telling you what they told me because I don't have to tell you what they told me. You tell me what happened.
I already told you what happened.
Tell me you didn't kill your mother.
I didn't.
Who killed your mother?
I have zero clue.
Who took the shit to your house?
Well, you just told me. Apparently it's my friends.
And when did they think they did that?
I have zero clue.
Do you honestly believe the things that are coming out of your mouth?
Yeah?
Mi se pare foarte interesant cum Gregory și-a luat fața de om serios. Nu mai este speriat ca atunci când s-a întâlnit prima dată cu poliția. O persoană nevinovată s-ar enerva și ar fi șocat că este acuzat de așa ceva. Dar nu și Gregory. Se pare că a înțeles că nu mai are șanse de scăpare. Iar ce va urma va fi momentul pe care îl va regreta toată viața sa. Ceea ce este fascinant este că nu are pic de emoții.
So when your buddy says that you told him you killed your mother,
I'll tell you what happened. All right, so I got home. I got in an argument with my mom. She slapped me across the face. She began to hit me. She started beating me. I didn't like it, so I strangled her to death. I put her in a wheelbarrow. I put her in my car. I took the car. I had a mental breakdown where I almost committed suicide 3 times. I drove around Daytona. I dropped the wheelbarrow in some random-ass location, and I drove back to the church. I began to dig a hole. I dig a hole right under the fire pit. I dug a pretty deep hole, pretty deep. You know, deep enough to fit a body in. All right. All this time, my mom's decomposing body. I dragged it from my car to the fire pit. In which case, I tried to cut the wedding ring off her finger because I wanted to pawn it, but I couldn't because I didn't have a knife strong enough to cut bones. Oh well, whatever. Anyways, so I dug that hole, threw her body in there, filled it back in, made it look all nice and natural, dumped my clothes, and then I went home and I caught a ride to school with my friends, and yeah.
What about the part that you staged a crime scene?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Oh, so in the middle of the night, I realized that, hey, my mom just up and disappears. That's not going to make any sense. So I decided to make it look like a botched robbery. So I just went to my house and I just threw shit everywhere, which looked pretty convincing. Yeah.
And yeah, again, not what I want to hear. Why did you drag your 2 buddies into this and give them the stolen shit?
Because I needed to get rid of it. I think you have to realize that with my mom beating up and hitting on me, it wasn't like me being like, I've waited ages for this, and then I kill her. No, this was extremely out of impulse, out of me getting beaten the shit out of me. So I just was like, I'm done with it. So I grabbed her neck and I strangled her. So it was out of complete impulse, which doesn't make it any better. But the point of the matter is, I was shaken up, obviously.
So your mother talked to your father on the phone. When did you strangle your mother?
I don't know, 12:30.
Where was she at when you did it?
What?
Where was she?
In the room.
Which room?
Her room.
Sleeping?
No, she woke up.
She woke up after you had your hands around her throat?
No, she woke up when I entered her room.
Put your hands around her neck? Was she facing you when you did it?
Yeah.
You extend your arms and put your hands around her throat?
Yes.
And squeezed?
Yep.
What did she do?
I mean, what can you do in that situation?
You tell me what she was doing.
Well, I forced her onto the ground and I was strangling her. And she was trying, she was clawing my arm, she was whatever. I mean, you can probably see on my hand where in this crease here, I was putting so much stress on it because I was over it. I realized that it was either her getting so angry with me one day that she just takes out a kitchen knife and stabs me, or it was me getting so angry with her that I strangled her to death. And so I took the latter because I didn't want her to kill me. I didn't think that was fitting. That wouldn't have worked out. So I just took action instead.
And you choked the life out of her. How'd that make you feel?
I felt nothing.
How long did it take?
30 minutes.
You choked your mother on the floor to death for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
How'd you know she was dead?
Okay, well, actually, let me rephrase this. I choked her to death, and I thought she was dead, and I went to go get the wheelbarrow, and then she was moving, so I had to get back on top of her and finish the job. And then once she wasn't resisting when I was dragging her dead body across the floor, I knew she was dead. It's basically reasoning with myself, do I deserve to live? And I realized that I did the thing I did
out of self-defense. I mean, sure, she wasn't hitting me in the moment, but it would have eventually just gotten worse and worse and worse. It's always gotten worse and worse and worse over the years, but it was just a matter of time.
Okay, we dig the hole. It's like, what, 4:30?
And I was like, all right, so we dumped the body and then we fill back up, and then at 5:30 put back. So myself.
Okay, so you're talking about we being yourself, nobody else is there. This is just you.
Yeah, it's just me. So, anyways, done with the hole. So, kick the body in the hole, but it doesn't fit. So I had to kind of cram her in there. I don't know if I broke any bones, whatever. Pour the bleach on her, put the dirt over her, and I mean, when you go out there, you'll see it. It looks perfectly natural. Doesn't look like there's anything.
And you masked the hole. What'd you do?
Well, it was a fire pit, so I literally just threw the dirt back on it, moved the rocks around. It looks perfectly fine.
So she's in the fire pit, or under the fire pit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nu am mai pus pauze până aici pentru că nu am cuvinte. Să-mi spuneți voi ce credeți despre ce a declarat Gregory. Cum poate să povestească, fără emoție, ce s-a întâmplat cu o seară înainte, când și-a omorât propria mamă. Cele aproape 5 ore de interogare, poveștile care nu se potriveau, zgârieturile de pe față, una dintre astea, sau toate la un loc, l-au făcut să clacheze. Încătușat, acesta a mers cu polițiștii să le arate unde a îngropat-o pe mama sa, după care a fost dus în arest.
And then I put my phone, so yeah, whatever. I set up my phone so I get some light, but then I realized I needed more, so I had to go back to my house and get more. But
Tell me how you dug the hole. Let's talk about that.
took a shovel and I dug it up.
Okay. All right. And then how did you put your mother's body in the hole? How was she oriented? Was she face up? Is she
Okay, so originally I was gonna put her in legs first, and I realized that was a bad idea.
Right.
So I put her in head first, and then I folded her legs in. You're gonna when you dig her up, whenever you do that, you'll find the legs first, which should make it easier for you to pull it out.
În urma unui proces tulburător, Gregory Ramos, la vârsta respectivă, în vârstă de 17 ani, a fost condamnat în ianuarie 2021 pentru uciderea mamei sale, Gail Clevenger. A pledat vinovat pentru omor de gradul 1, profanare de cadavru și alterarea probelor. Sentința pe care a primit-o a fost de 45 de ani de închisoare, iar după acest termen va fi supus revizuirii după 25 de ani. Asta înseamnă că după 25 de ani este posibil ca el să iasă din închisoare. Lipsa de empatie și de conștiință morală au contribuit la caracterizarea sa ca fiind un individ cu lipsă de suflet și unul dintre cei mai sociopați tineri cu care s-a confruntat șeriful Mike Kitwood. Sentința de 45 de ani, deși severă, a ridicat întrebări în rândul opiniei publice cu privire la sistemul de justiție penală și modul în care tratează infractorii minori. Cu toate acestea, conform legislației, deoarece Ramos era minor în momentul comiterii crimei, sentința nu putea include închisoarea pe viață sau închisoarea fără posibilitatea de eliberare condiționată. Dylan a primit 10 ani de închisoare cu suspendare, iar Brian a stat aproape 2 ani la închisoare. Ceilalți doi prieteni nu fuseseră de față atunci când crima a avut. În încheierea acestei povești oribile, cazul lui Gregory Ramos servește ca o amintire tulburătoare a întunericului ce poate exista chiar și în viețile persoanelor care par foarte apropiate. Un adolescent, la vârsta fragilă de 15 ani, a ales să pună capăt vieții mamei sale într-un act de furie și disperare, una care va lăsa o urmă indelibilă asupra comunității și asupra familiilor implicate. Ceea ce este și mai îngrijorător este lipsa totală de remușcare manifestată de Ramos în timpul mărturisirii sale. Indiferent de circumstanțe, pierderea unei vieți umane ar trebui să cutremure chiar și cea mai rece inimă, dar aparent nu și pe acestui adolescent lipsit de empatie. Cazul lui Gregory aduce în prim plan întrebări dureroase despre natura umană, despre cum putem să ajungem să comitem acte atât de barbare împotriva celor pe care ar trebui să iubim. În spatele detaliilor șocante ale crimei se află o familie distrusă și o comunitate răvășită care se străduiește să înțeleagă cum un astfel de coșmar a putut deveni realitate. Cazul lui Gregory Ramos rămâne un avertisment cutremurător cu privire la fragilitatea vieții și la limite întunecate ale psihicului uman. Dacă v-a plăcut această poveste și ați simțit aceeași tensiune ca și mine, nu uitați să lăsați un like. Este modul vostru de a spune că vreți mai multe povești. Și bineînțeles, aș vrea să aud părerea voastră. Ce v-a șocat cel mai mult? Lăsați un comentariu și haideți să discutăm împreună acest subiect. Susțineți canalul cu un like, astfel încât să știu că v-am adus un conținut care vă captivează. Zi faină!